As career professionals, one of the fastest ways that I've found to radically accelerate your career is to have someone who is a guide, someone who is a mentor, someone who has been where you want to go, someone who is probably 5 years or 3 years or even maybe even 10 years ahead of you on that journey, because that person is definitely going to help you to save time and lots of trial and error. That could be someone who is perhaps like, your supervisor, or someone who maybe even is your manager or your lead, someone who is on the journey or who is on the position that you are aspiring to get into. Having someone like that will definitely help with taking your career faster to the next level. And obviously, as we're coming towards the end of the year, this is also going to be the period where people are starting to do the reevaluation on their performance. And if you've not been doing that throughout the year, I strongly want to recommend and encourage you to turn a new leaf and ensure that in the next year, you do that more often, because that's the fastest way you can get quick feedback from your supervisor or your manager. You don't want to wait until the end of the year when there's nothing you can do to change or to course correct. But the purpose of having those regular meetings is to ensure that, number one, you're having an idea of areas where you're doing very good at so that you can continue to do more of them, and also identify the areas where you need to make improvements on as well. Because again, end of the year is already too late. You're not going to be able to course correct. Last week, I got the chance to meet with my manager, having a similar discussion, because I've had a number of meetings throughout the year, identifying areas where I need to improve on and areas where I need to grow more in. And one of the areas that was pointed out earlier that I wasn't doing too much of a good job at was in terms of delegating. I had the privilege to have had a number of years at the company, so I have people who I'm able to assign work to do, but sometimes I usually feel that I have to do everything on my own. But thankfully, as I had the meeting with him, my manager, this last week, that was an area that thankfully I'd done some good job at, and an area that I definitely want to continue to improve on, especially for next year, that I'm aspiring to, work towards like managerial position as well. So meetings like that are usually very impactful because you get real-time feedback on where you need to improve on, and also the areas that you're doing well at. So if this is something that you've not really been doing well, I want to encourage you and also nudge you to make that a point of duty in the coming year, and also start having that discussion with your supervisor or your manager this year to see how you can position yourself for next year to improve and also to get to the next level even faster. Because 2026 is definitely right at the corner. I wish you all the very best. And obviously for you too, what are some of the things that you do to help with accelerating one's career? What are you currently doing right now? I'd like to hear from you in the comment section.